Hello everyone, like I said I was going to film this for you. I'm now off to Malucci Clinic to get a little bit of lip filler and my Profhilo done. This will be my third time of Profhilo. I had it done just over 6 months ago and it seems to have worn off now, so I'm going to get some more top up done. See you inside. So while I'm waiting to go in, I thought I'd explain why I chose Profhilo. Profhilo is a hyaluronic acid that is injected, I think it's 3 points into the face. I think it's here, here and here. This one's painful on both sides. And it boosts moisture and tissue rejuvenation. So I'm in here first and Alexa's going to do my lips first. I'm not going to film that bit. She's just going to get some ice to numb my lips. I don't want to film it because I don't want to see it. It's quite selfish of me, but I don't want to watch it back when I'm editing it. So yeah, so I'm not going to film that bit, but the Profhilo we will, which hurts. Here hurts. Have my squidgy. Oh God.
So here we go with the Profhilo. Let's start up here. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Can you tell people what it does, Alexis?
Yeah, so basically, Profhilo is hyaluronic acid that is not cross-linked, which means that
it's not mixed with anything else?
It's not mixed with anything else, and it feels thick when you put it in, but it's almost, under the skin, it's almost watery because it sort of diffuses throughout the skin. So it basically just is a massive hydrator. So it helps with skin texture, glow, fine lines, and has a really natural result, I think, which is really nice. Sorry, I know it's hard to talk when I'm...
Yeah, I didn't want us to talk in case I moved it. How comes this is new, if you know what I mean? How comes it hasn't been done very much, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's new technology, I think, really. So all the older hyaluronic acids... Well, actually, we started with collagen. That was the first sort of injectable. And we've gotten away from that a little bit with hyaluronic acid just because it has a lot less of a risk of reaction. So collagen really isn't used anymore. And then we've just gotten better technology with hyaluronic acid. So this is a different way of using it, essentially.
And what age do you think people should start, if they were thinking about it, having something like this done?
I would say probably mid-30s. It's, if you have really dry skin, you could certainly use it before then. But I think when you start to notice that your skin maybe looks a little duller than you'd like, looks a little creepier.
Yeah,
I know.
But that wasn't so bad,
Yeah, that's it.
Having you chat through it makes it not so bad. So it is. I thought it was 3, so I underestimated the pain.
Yeah.
It was actually 5 on each side.
Yeah.
But I might have little bumps.
Yeah.
Each time I've had a few bumps, but they go within an hour. Some people, I suppose, they would go by the next morning. But they're gone quite quickly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Next side, I hate this.
How long did you think the results lasted for you?
Well, it's been 6 months, so I think about that time. I didn't notice it. Other people did.
Yeah, it's subtle. So I think it's actually a really good treatment for people that maybe want to do something but don't, want it to be that noticeable. It's not going to change the shape of your face or the motion in your face or anything
exactly
like that.
No one noticed. They just said you've stopped having Botox, but you still look good.
Yeah. And especially, I mean, you already have great skin, but for people who really struggle with dry skin or very crepey skin, I think that's when you really see a big change.
Well, this is the only thing I can put it down to. Literally, you don't massively notice, but it makes a difference.
Yeah, totally. Or I think you also start to notice once it wears off.
Yeah.
Skin doesn't look maybe as good. But yeah, I love Profhilo. It's really good. Okay, and the last one, sorry, this is the pinchy one. And we're almost done. Yeah, and so with any injection, there's always a risk that you may bruise just from the needle. I don't think you're actually going to have any bruising, which is great. And then the lumps usually go away very quickly. So
how can you tell if someone's going to bruise? Can you normally tell straight away?
Yeah, sometimes it looks quite swollen or it bleeds quite a bit from that one spot. So you can usually get a sense that it's going to bruise.
I'm a natural bleeder quite quickly.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily bruise that quickly.
But these all look okay. So they're going to be good.
So that's the finished result. But after I then come back in a month and I have it done again, and then it lasts up to 6 months, but it does make a difference. All done? I look like I've been out for beers or something. All done, now on my way home. A couple of red marks, nothing too bad, they'll be gone down shortly. And then in a week or so I'll notice a little bit of difference, and then I'll go back in a month, and then after the second one you really notice a difference. But I'm hoping mine will happen quicker because this is like my third go. But yeah, it's really good. So I'm on the train on the way home now, and I had my Profhilo done a couple of hours ago. Still got, I think that's actually a spot. Oh yeah, that's the spot. You probably saw that in the video before, where it looked like I had a red mark. That was nothing to do with Alexis, that was to do with me. But we lift these out the way. You can see a tiny bit red there. I don't even know if she put one there, I can't remember. Here. But hardly noticeable, and there's no bumps. It's not bumpy anymore. So this is about 2.5 hours since I had the Profhilo done. Now, I didn't mention to you how much Profhilo costs. That's because I got it gifted to me. I did message and ask for the appointment and said I'm so happy to pay for it, but they said it's absolutely fine. Because they know that I will talk about it, even though it's not part of it. I don't have to talk about it. They hope you do. I didn't have to pay, but it can be anything from £395 upwards, depending on where you go. So it just depends how much you think that your skin needs it. For me, I like it because it is really, really natural. Doesn't look like you've had anything done, but really, really works underneath the skin and makes your skin look better without the kind of stopping the muscle. You know, when I had Botox, I couldn't move my face. Something was isolated, and I didn't really like that. Whereas Profhilo plumps it from underneath, so my skin still looks really, really healthy and glowy, but nothing is numbed, if that makes sense. I can still move my face to the extreme that I want to move it, which I think is nice. Good morning, everyone. So this is a day after my Profhilo and lip filler. I have just washed my hair, and I'm trying to embrace naturally wavy hair. So I just sprayed it and left it. I'm hoping that it dries like this because I really like it, but quite often it dries outwards because it's kind of this is my natural hair basically. I grew it long so I could wear it natural without having to do anything to it. Whether that works or not, we will see. So I'm going to leave it, my trial day is today to leave it. Enough about that. Let's talk about the Profhilo and the lip fillers. So the Profhilo, you can see that I've had, it's a tiny bit swollen here and here, hardly at all. And I actually really, really like the swelling. But nothing. It's so good. And so unnoticeable, which then people would be like, well, why do you bother if everything you do is unnoticeable? I want everything to be so subtle that it just keeps my skin good for a little bit longer. So I'm not, I like the way I look, I like my lips, I like my face, but I just wanted to keep it glowy and healthy for a bit longer. As you get older, your lips go a little bit thinner anyway, so I wanted them back to the size they were, just a little bit fuller. And I also, when I do my lipstick, I always overline my lips just the tiniest bit. So I wanted to have the tiniest bit put into my lips so that when I do put my lipstick on, I don't need to do anything else. Obviously, lots of people will think, what a waste if you can't even notice it. But to me, that's the way I would want it to be. To me, that's exactly what I want. I don't want it to be noticeable at all. So yeah, that's the day after. I'm going to put some makeup on now, and that'll probably be another video. Hope you found that interesting, guys. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that anyone needs to have anything like this done. I'm just being completely honest about anything I have done, because it is a way of you finding out and knowing what these things are, because you might not ever know about them otherwise, and they might be something that you absolutely love, or they might be something that you would never ever think of or want at all, which is totally fine as well. Let's not all judge each other. It's absolutely fine either way. Have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye.